pretty quick, but I will also send out this webinar. So if I did go too quick, you can simply access it. Let me grab the right pen color here. Okay, so this is three per the ball passing. We'll start this off this week. It's very simple. You just the player plays the ball and fouls his pass, gets the end of the line. He plays the ball, fouls his pass, gets the end of the line. So the ball just simply goes like that, and the players foul the pass and get the end of the line. You can do one touch, two touch. You can do different fakes and stuff like that. V-type receives, roll it with the top of your foot. Many different varieties of receiving the ball on the 1 and 2 touch. But this, in my opinion, is one of the best sessions. Basically, coach stand right here, and you can see who's got good technique when they're receiving the ball. So easy warm up, teaching inside the foot. Passing, okay? Here's the key coach's points down here. No receiving. First touch is soft into the space that you're receiving. So this is 15 minutes to start it off. Okay, then we're going to go to 4 players. So these 4 players right here are working together. These players in the middle are working back and forth. The ball comes in, basically just plays it back, and then he comes here, ball comes in, he plays it back. So both players are working at the same time. It's 4 players. It's 2 balls. This guy's got 2 or 3 touches, and these guys in here can have 1 or 2 touches. There's several different progressions that you can go to here, and the coach's points are very similar to the three to the ball session. Okay. Next progression on that, you only have 1 ball. Okay, stagger the players a little bit so the ball comes up, it goes back, and then it goes through. This guy plays it back, this guy spins out, and he plays it here. And then once you complete that, then you do the same thing coming back this way. Okay, so it's 4 players, again, working together with 1 ball, and we call these up ones because this is basically 1 layer of player. It goes up, back, and then it goes to the second layer, up, back, and then it goes here, and then you work it back this way. Okay, so those are what we call up ones, is our Gallagher lingo for that progression. Okay, so then now we're going to go to up 2, back 1. So basically, this player moves away, shows. The ball is played into the second player. It plays back. This player spins out, and then it plays here. Then these 2 players need to adjust, and then the ball is worked back this way. Okay, so again, these 4 players are working together in a series. Okay, same coach's points. Here's everything I just described right there. Next progression would be an up 2 flick. This would be very advanced. I wouldn't do this at the younger ages, but basically the players are a little bit further back. Move away, show, the ball comes up, it gets flicked here with the outside of the foot, okay, and then it gets played back, he spins out and plays it here. So we call this the up 2 flick. Again, it's a 4 player per ball pattern. These guys are working together. The ball gets worked down this way, and then once it gets here, these players will adjust up in here, and the ball gets worked like that, okay? So that's 4 per ball pattern. Okay, so then you can progress into getting neutral players here and here and here and here, and it's really a progression off what we just did, and you just try and work on up back throughs. This is keep away in the middle, and it's directional possession keep away. You're trying to work the ball to these neutrals, then once you work the ball to these neutrals, then you come back and try and work the ball to these neutrals. You can have several different varieties on the neutral. For example, the neutral can play the ball to a 3rd player, or you can do a give and go here with the neutral to get out of the neutral position. Or maybe the neutral has to play the ball into the other half of the field. It could be another option. Okay, to make it competitive, I encourage that if they go from this neutral to that neutral, then back here, they get a point. So then you just keep points, and then it's a little bit of a competition. Okay, so that concludes week 7, which is passing. So I'll move on here to week 8, which is going to be dribbling. Get my red pen back in here. Okay, so this is basically working on our moves, dribbling week, and using the gates. Okay, so these are gates, cones, basically randomly put throughout your session, and the players move about and they do a move. You can either approach from this side, they can do a move, a feint, and then come through here, or you can go straight at this cone, do a feint, and then go through there. You can go through the gate several different ways. But here's all the moves. These are the basic moves that we are encouraging, and then these would be advanced moves. All the moves can be found on this link right here. We're not going to go through moves on this call, but basically it's randomly dribbling and encourage the players to explode through the gate doing a move. Okay, very simple, but just a different technique setup that gives some variety to your session. Okay, next we're going to go into fast footwork. What you got here, these are boxes. Okay, so you set up as many boxes as you need. These players right here are working together. These players are resting. You go in 30 seconds. So this would be a fast footwork session here. This would be one. There'd be 3 different moves at each setup. And the players, you blow the whistle every 30 seconds, and the players basically advance forward. The balls stay there, okay, and then when they get here, then they come back around and they just rest. So they're going to get 60 seconds rest here. They're going to be working for a minute and a half, basically at 30 seconds here per grid. It's good to isolate the kids and see really who's doing good at fast footwork or not, because you can really visualize here on how well they're doing. Okay, so again, you have a different fast footwork. Let's say this is, line 1 here. These guys would all be, for example, rollovers. This would be line 2. These guys are doing motorcycles, and this is line 3, and these guys are doing kick-out, switch feet, pullbacks. And then you just, switch it up after you get done with, a good 5 minutes or so. So I encourage 15 minutes on this one. Okay, fast footwork. Next one's the gauntlet, dribbling. Basically, you got a line here. This is a line. This is a defender here. So they dribble, they take on the defender, and they go towards the next defender here. There's a line here and a line here. Defenders can't go back behind the lines. It's all one-on-ones. If they get to here, then they get in line here, and then they go this way. Okay. If they get stuck, they get back in line here. So players get 1 point when they make it through this grid, and then once they go here, they take this defender on, then they take this defender on, this defender, and once they get here, then they look, is this line shorter or this line shorter? Then you can maybe stand here and play traffic cop to keep things flowing, make sure the lines stay, and then once they get here, they go through, try and beat these guys, and then they go here. So this is called the Gauntlet. It's basically just one-on-one moves, and give the kids a point if they get through here, and reward the top point gainers at the end of the session. Speed variation again is the key to our moves. Going at the defenders at speed with one move is encouraged. Okay, defensively, make sure it's a good defensive posture with their knees bent on their toes, 45-degree angle. But keep in mind, these defenders can't go back behind this line, and that's what keeps the session flowing. Okay, so this is a great one. Kids are going to love it. And then speed dribbling, we're going to end with speed dribbling. Basically, they just dribble here, do a takeover, dribble back here, and it's a relay race. Very simple, very basic. But encourage the proper technique of dribbling with speed with their toe down, laces on top of the ball, look around for vision, and make sure this is a good distance here, and let's teach these guys how to dribble into open spaces. Okay, so that is session 8, and now we're going to move on to striking, which is session 9. Get my pen. All right. So this is basically just 2 to a ball striking, working on bending around a cone in the middle. You can chip over the top. You can not have a cone in the middle, but it's 2 to a ball. Just encouraging the proper technique of locking the ankle. These are the big 3: locking the ankle, toe down, and take little bitty steps leading up to the ball. Plant the foot next to the ball. No reaching. Shoelaces. Take 15 minutes at the beginning of the session and get the proper technique down with this simple setup. Okay? And then we're going to move on to this setup where this is a goal. Players are in line here and in line here. You got a player here and a player here. Ball goes up. This guy does a 1-2 and then a strike. All right? Then this line goes. Ball comes up. He does a 1-2. And it's a strike. Players follow their pass each spot, and it's a very simple, easy setup. It's got a little pattern play to it, but really we're just simply working on shooting with this session. Flows real good. Next setup will be this guy follows his pass and becomes a defender right here. So then the 1-2 is around the defender for the strike. And then it goes, so it's these guys are working together and these guys are working together. Okay? Next progression, ball comes up, this guy bounces it here, this guy bounces it back, he comes around in an overlap, it gets laid right here for the shot. Okay, so you can do the defender here if you want, but a lot of passing going on here, so easy just a boom, 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 come back here, shot. Okay, so good progression. All these progressions on this, we're calling it the Robbie Keane finishing, are about 5 or 6 minutes, then you move on to the next progression. Leaving the goal the same spot, same setup. Just set up some cones here. You're here as the coach with all the ball. This is a little bit more fitness, simple setup. Players sprint here. You can play the ball, and kind of the ball comes from behind, and they can finish. Then you can progress to where it's a race, and whoever gets to the ball first bodies and finishes. Then the other progression is the coach is here, and the ball is served out here, and the players run around. They fight for the ball, and then a finish. Okay? So basically it's a 50-50 ball finishing session. Very simple, easy setup. Then we're going to finish with a big goal here. These are smaller goals. Put the cone in the corner. This is a great setup because you don't have to chase balls. Basically they take this cone on, they shoot low far post here. They take this cone on, they shoot low far post here, and this is a longer distance here. This is a little bit more of a bomb. They take on here, try and hit a bomb. This is a goalie. These are open little small 4v4 goals here, and this is a bigger goal here. Okay, so shagging balls is easy because if they miss, ball goes to these guys waiting right here. So very easy setup with 3 goals basically in the middle of your grid. Okay, so that concludes session 7, 8, and 9. On that, please let me know, and I will email those out every week at the beginning, so you can print it out, and away you go. So next up, we're going to have Tim Regan. Is going to give us a little bit of academy update, and I think he had a little coach's education PDF too that I'm going to bring up. So Tim, are you out there? All right, there you are. Let me know when you want to go to that PDF. Okay, guys, we promise to be short and simple. Appreciate everybody's time, and you know, the things we go over. As you can see, it's not real complex, but again, it's the passion that you have, keeping it simple, and you know, just making sure that the kids are learning the proper technique at the younger ages is the key that we preach. So. Thanks, everybody, for attending. Enjoy the Cardinal game, and we will see you on the pitch this week. Thanks.